best time I find to use hammer is after a 2k 2D hard knockdown, as it guarantees a free item toss, as well as giving you enough time to run in and apply pressure on wake up. "5k 2D also allows for the exact same situation as 2k 2D. Be warned though, 5k can be low profiled, making it situationally not as good. If your opponent is in Afro state though, 5k can't be low profiled, making it much more reliable. Be careful when using this against Giovanna though, because even in Afro state, she can low profile 5k. After the item toss, you can do a 6HS overhead and hit confirm it into thrust. If the 6HS hits, the hammer will hit, filling the gap in between the 6HS and the thrust, allowing this to become a true combo string that your opponent can't block. You have a low option in the form of 2k, just like 6HS. If it hits, you can hit confirm it into thrust, and the hammer will prevent your opponent from being able to block the thrust follow-up. Both the 6HS and the 2k can catch your opponent backdashing on wake up, which limits their options as to what they can use to counter you on wake up. If you have meter, you have other low overhead options in the form of 5D and 2HS, both of which can Gatlin from close S, giving you a nice 50-50 situation. But be warned, if the close S is blocked, it will change how the combo ends. If you're going for a wall break, you might have to add a few extra moves in to get the wall break that normally you wouldn't have to if the close S hit. If your opponent is respecting the hammer and your wake up game in general, you can run in for a throw or a command grab. In this situation, the hammer offers fuzzy protection should your opponent try to backdash punish the throw. It can even protect from some supers in the game, which is amazing. Because hammer hits after your attack, you're able to start fishing for counter hits by doing resets. Normally it's difficult to do this with Faust because most of his buttons are minus on block, but because hammer hits after your move, it negates some of the minus frames, maybe even all of them on some buttons like close flash, allowing you to easily go into resets and continue your pressure. Because now you're able to go into resets, you're able to use buttons outside of your normal Gatling options for that button, allowing for more diversity in your offense, making it harder for your opponent to guess what you're going to do, and more likely for you to be able to hit them, open them up and do damage. Because of the hammer resets, you're able to go into lows, overheads, throws, command grabs. You can even start trying to bait counter throw attempts from your opponent so you can fish for even more counter hits. It's a really good mind game that you can get a lot of different opportunities from should you take advantage of it. The more options that you use, the harder it is for your opponent to guess which one you're going to go for, the more likely it is you're going to be successful and hit your opponent. And lastly, you can use the hammer as protection to go into at least one more, if not multiple, more item toss specials. This will create a very chaotic situation for your opponent. Most people don't know how to deal with this, and depending on your luck, you might be able to get some really powerful situations from this. Although it is the most random and unpredictable out of all the options I've shown so far. But probably also the funniest and funnest out of all the options I've shown, as it is really unpredictable as to what items you will get and the situation it can create. It could be really good and win you the round and / or the match, but it could blow up in your face and make you lose the round and or the match. So unpredictable, but always a potential option. And that's about it. If I've left anything out, I will put it in the comments. I hope this helps.